Hello coolers, welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Barcelona reportedly won 25 million euros if Chelsea want to buy him, but the player does not want to leave. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, we are going to be talking about Sergio Dest as the young Barca right back insists on continuing at the club despite links elsewhere. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please make sure to watch it right up to the very end. There have been a lot of speculations surrounding the future of Barcelona striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of late. Aubameyang has found himself as a subject of serious transfer interest from Premier League heavyweights Chelsea. The Blues are desperately looking for a new striker after having to let go of both Lukaku and Timo Werner this summer, and manager Thomas Tuchel has narrowed in on Aubameyang, having worked with the veteran striker in the past at Borussia Dortmund. Aubameyang signed for Barca only 7 months ago, arriving on a free transfer after terminating his contract with Arsenal. The centre-forward has settled in very well at the Camp Nou and finished the previous season as the joint top scorer for the club, netting 13 goals. But his future has now become a topic of discussion, with Chelsea reportedly preparing an offer to sign him up. While Barcelona are said to be reluctant to sell Aubameyang, Tony Gianmarti reports that Barca could consider offloading the striker should an offer for up to 25 million euro come along. However, he adds that there is no way Chelsea would offer such an amount of money for the striker, but could offer half of that in fixed payments. Xavi and co do not wish to part ways with Aubameyang. However, given the economic situation, Barca are not entirely ruling out the possibility of a sale, as it might help the club with finances. Aubameyang, for his part, would not be that open for a transfer. Of course, he wants to stay at Barcelona no matter what, and despite being second choice to Robert Lewandowski. The striker's representative are reportedly having a meeting with Barca. Given his contract with Barca runs until 2025, it remains to be seen if Aubameyang decides to move on from the club, as Tuchel and co lie in wait. Chelsea continue to force a possible move for Aubameyang. Barcelona have no intention to sell. Xavi even spoke yesterday during his first press conference of this season, saying that he counts on Aubameyang a lot, and for the fact that he needs 2 quality players in each position, there's no way he can leave Aubameyang, right? Except things can take a drastic U-turn. But as I said earlier, I don't think there's any Barca fan out there who wants Aubameyang to leave. When we see that Memphis Depay is closing on to a move to Juventus, how on earth do we even think about still selling Aubameyang? It's gonna be rubbish, and I hope that should not be the case. That should not be the case, because Robert Lewandowski needs a backup. He needs an assistant, and Aubameyang is a perfect match. So I don't think Barca will give in to that, but according to this report from Tony Gianmarti, claiming that Barca are hoping that if Chelsea can pay up to 25 million, that could tempt them to sell Aubameyang. But I don't think, even if it's 20 or 30 million, I think Barca should prioritize keeping Aubameyang. There should be no reason whatsoever to sell him. The player just came in January and have just played not up to a full season. Then thinking about selling him will not make any sense at all. So let's hope that Chelsea will not succeed in that. We know Barca and Chelsea have had a lot of beef when it comes to transfers this season. A lot. We have been relating with a lot of transfers with Chelsea, and I don't think Barca should just open up like that for Aubameyang. Of course, Chelsea, after losing out to Barca when it comes to Rafinha and Koundé, they did get somehow something of a revenge when they did keep Cesar Azpilicueta after Barca have been struggling for months and months to bring Azpilicueta as our new right back. Chelsea shocked us by saying that Azpilicueta is going nowhere and had to extend his contract for 2 years. So I think Barca should also keep, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang intact. Chelsea should not succeed in getting him. Chelsea should look elsewhere, because Memphis Depay who is a very good player, is likely to leave to Juventus, and there is no way that Barca should sell both Memphis Depay and Aubameyang in the same summer. It's going to be strange to see that happen. Having Aubameyang in our squad guarantees goals. He knows to score. He's a top striker. He came just last January and banged in goals. So it will be so important for Barca to keep him. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, with Barcelona looking to make cuts to their roster before the transfer window closes, Serginho Dest's name has been discussed as a player who could be sold this summer. The US men's national team international had been linked with an exit, especially as Barca were pushing to sign Azpilicueta from Chelsea. However, he has continuously maintained that he does not wish to leave the club and wants to succeed at the Camp Nou. That stance has not changed, according to journalist Ashraf Ben Hayat. Despite the club asking him to leave, Dest has remained firm on his decision to stay put at Barca. Having joined the club from Ajax in the summer of 2020, the right-back has not had an easy time at the club. The 21-year-old featured regularly in the side in his debut season, but did not impress a great deal. The last season saw his game time, curtailed, especially after the arrival of Xavi Hernandez as manager, who preferred Dani Alves more often than not. But of course, Serginho Dest showed improvement towards the back end of the season before an injury curtailed his progress. The former Ajax ace would have found himself in a more difficult position had Barcelona signed Azpilicueta this summer. However, that has not been the case, as Barca failed to land the Spaniard, who opted to sign a new contract with Chelsea. Following the collapse of that move, Barcelona have not gotten in touch with Dest or his camp to push for an exit, which could bode well for the 21-year-old who wishes to stay at the club and come good. With Serginho Dest's situation, I very much doubt if he will depart Barcelona, despite numerous reports about a possible departure. Of course, as Barca failed to sign Azpilicueta from Chelsea, it is quite understandable if Dest stays. Dest is an improved player right now compared to the Dest we saw last season, and I think under the tutelage of Xavi Hernandez, we are going to see a better Serginho Dest in the season ahead. So I think the player is confident to continue. It has always been his wish to continue at Barcelona, because he was linked to a number of clubs. Yesterday, we even got one rumor claiming that Manchester United are eyeing him, as the new boss Erik ten Hag wants to reunite with him, but that is so unlikely as it stands. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.